What's up, everybody? I'm Sly The Movie Guy. Here's my movie review of Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom, directed by J.A. Bayona, the director of A Monster Calls, The Impossible, and The Orphanage, starring Chris Pratt, Bryce Dallas Howard, and the rest of the other cast and crew. And in this film, 3 years after the destruction of the Jurassic World theme park, Owen Grady and Claire Dearing return to the island of Isla Nublar to save the remaining dinosaurs from a volcano that's about to erupt. They soon encounter terrifying new breeds of gigantic dinosaurs while uncovering a conspiracy that threatens the entire planet. And this is the fifth Jurassic film and a sequel to Jurassic World that came out in 2015, directed by Colin Trevorrow. And now he's the screenwriter of this film, but not directing it. And the trailers for this film really didn't do it for me. The first one and the second one. The first one definitely didn't do it for me. And it was kind of meh. The second one had a little bit of there, but didn't really get me really excited. And that was very disappointing because I'm a big Jurassic fan. I love the first film that came out in 1993. Second one, 1997, was good. I didn't think it was better than the first one, but still a good film. If you haven't checked those two out, please, I recommend it too. And the third one really wasn't that good. It came out in 2001. Really didn't like it. Then the 2015 that I just mentioned, I actually like some stuff out of that film. It's not a perfect film, but I like what Colin Trevorrow directing that film. I really enjoyed it. The certain parts I liked about it, some parts I didn't, but I liked the new stuff that it was going for. So did this sequel deliver? Let me just say the positives and the negatives about the film. Then I give the overall things, what I think about the film. The positives. Bryce Dallas Howard and Chris Pratt as basically Claire and Owen. They do well in this film. Their chemistry is good. Just like the first movie. I like the chemistry in the first movie, but it wasn't always fleshed out. But here it gets better here. I really liked it. I really was invested in them as they both was on screen, or when they're not beside each other on the screen. Their chemistry was just good. But when they're not together on screen, they just still delivered a good performance. And I thought they did really well in this film. I really thought they did well. I liked it. I really did. There's so much you could talk about them two in this film. And let's talk about the camera work in this film. The camera work is really done well. The J.A. Bayona did a phenomenal job on the camera work. He's a good director. From the films I mentioned in the beginning, his camera work is great. The shots, the angles, everything was so phenomenal in it. I just couldn't believe how much I was wow at it at times. And the CGI and some of the practical effects of the dinosaurs was done well. They didn't take me out of the film. I really was invested. It really felt like I saw real dinosaurs. And that was one of the things I saw in the trailer. I thought, could it look fake where I couldn't buy into it being real? Now, there's some parts you might have a problem with CGI, but overall for me, I didn't really have a problem with CGI. And that's very rare because so many movies do so much CGI. And some of it does take me out in some films. And this one, it really didn't take me out. I was actually surprised. And some of the practical effects, I really enjoyed what they did in this film. Just like it reminded me of 1993. So I was really pleasantly surprised and happy about that. And the cinematography is so beautiful here. It's really good. I really love the cinematography here. So the camera and the CGI and all of that was really well done. I really actually liked it. Some of the action was good in this film. I actually say some of the action was good. The director gets 2 thumbs up for that. Storyline in this movie, I say that's part of me being disappointed about it. It was a little kind of messy. The first act was really, really good. I like how the first act shows us some of the stuff, which I'm not going to get into any spoilers. I like how the first act shows stuff. It really showed a tone of it. I really like the tone in the beginning. It really gave that to me okay, this could be a very interesting movie. And then we get some of the stuff where the news is on there. We're talking about the dinosaurs. I really like that. I really thought that was really investing. I was like getting to like, oh my goodness, this could be really better than the first movie. I was really getting invested. Then we get to see Claire's character. We get to see more of that, where her interacting with the new characters that we see in this film, played by Justin Smith and the other actress lady. I forgot her name off the back of my head. Forgot. But those two, I like how she interact with them. And like I said again, Bryce Dallas Howard does great here. She really does act really good in this film. I really could buy into her character here. First movie, I'm kind of like, okay. But she really does well in here. I think she really gives a good performance here. I think she really tried. I think she does really well. It's just in the storyline, the first act, you really saw her. And then her going through, looking at the news and then looking at the dinosaur stuff. And then we get to see other characters talk about things, what they're doing, either from the good guys to the bad guys. We see some of that in the first act, which was really, really good. But then when it gets to the second act, that's where problems lean into. Like, after the action to the volcano part, to the second act of it, and then and then anything else, it just kinds of get into a mess. And that's really was disappointing for me. It almost like the tone really shifts, like, from like being serious to everything a little bit kind of goofy. And the goofy part is the villains. The villains here are not good here. I really hate this. If y'all haven't seen the film, the villains are not great. And that just really was let down. And there's good actors that played the villains, but the writing of them was just so bad here. I just wish that it was done better. And that's really weird. And this is Colin Trevorrow. He wrote the first movie. What happened here? It's almost like, was there studio interference? I mean, Colin Trevorrow wrote the first movie, which that movie had problems, but still Colin Trevorrow still had a strong stuff in there that kept you invested. Here, there's certain things that just kind of didn't work well. And the villains could have made this movie strong, but it just didn't. And I don't know what happened. I wanted to see it. And just like certain things, I don't want to get too much of the spoiling because some of y'all haven't. I know pretty much people haven't seen it, but it just was not good. And I just wish that the writers and the directing was good on that part. As far as when I said the suspense from the trailers, now the suspense parts I did like in this movie. I thought the suspense really worked well in this film. When that new breed dinosaur, the dangerous one, like you seen from the first movie, if you haven't seen the first movie, I'm going to spoil that part. The Velociraptor. Now, I like the Velociraptor in the first movie where he camouflaging. That thing was neat. Now, the new breed dinosaur here, I actually like for the screen time it was given in this film. So I'd say that was good for what they did, the new breed. I actually liked it. I liked it with the screen time it gave, but I wanted to see more of that screen time of that creature. See what it could do as screen as if that was the main antagonist, which they kind of, but I'm not going to get into that more of that. Let me speak of the characters. The characters in the film. Jeff Goldblum comes back as Malcolm during the first movie. If I messed up on the character's name, but I'm pretty sure that's his name from the other movie. He's back as the same character you seen from the trilogy. He gets the screen time he gets in this film. I say he does good. I just wanted more out of him in this movie. Now the other characters, like I mentioned, Justin Smith and Daniella, and now I remember the name, Daniella Pineda, if I pronounced the name wrong. Them two, I wish I seen more of those characters. I wish they did more better with those characters. Because those characters, her character was almost like a comedic thing. And she's a comedian. And Justin Smith, I wish they did better on those characters. Because those characters, to me, they were almost like kind of just there as supporting characters. And I like supporting characters, but their supporting characters were just not investing. And that disappointed me on a level. It just really disappointed me. Now, you might think I say this is the way I'm sounding is a bad movie. It's not bad. I say there's some stuff that works here, but there's so much things bad out of it. Now, there's one supporting character I did like, Isabella Sermon, the child acting kid. She's a kid. She does good. I think I liked her. I like how they had her with Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. Them characters on screen. When them three together, she really works well. And when she's by herself, trying to have the survival moment with this new breed dinosaur, that she does good. I think she really acted really good in this film. I thought she did a phenomenal job. I thought she did good for what the directing and the screen was kind of choppy, but she gives a promising performance here. And the part that really I did not like about the film is the stuff that they did in this film. The retrending to some of the same stuff that we've seen from the old films. I want to see something fresh, and that what bothered me. It was not some stuff that you've seen, like I said, like bringing back the old character from the old film and using and retrend the same stuff, like when the dinosaur is about to attack. They use the same stuff, and it just didn't feel fresh. And I wanted to see something new out of this film. And you probably say, well, wouldn't you want to see the same stuff that you've seen from the other films you love? Yeah, but I like to see something different. I like to see a director's different style. And it was some style, but he took some of the same stuff from the old film, bring it back here. What makes Spielberg Jurassic Park so magical was it was totally fresh. We saw something different. And in his second film, he did something different from the first film. And the second film was a little bit different, not as bad than the first film, but it was something different that we were seeing. Like it was more suspense. The first one was suspense, but the second one, Spielberg went at it with the second one in 1997. And this one just kind of did some different stuff, but just took some from the old one. Jurassic World, it did stuff different. Like the Velociraptor, the suspense, there was different stuff. But this one just retrended some of the same stuff, and I just was like, okay, I've seen it before. Like I said, I enjoyed the characters, like the girl, Isabella Sermon. She did good. I want to see her more in this, if they ever do the second one, which in the third act, they kind of leave some stuff to make us know that we're getting a third installment. Basically, I'm not going to spoil it, but it does give us something that make us say, oh, we're getting a third film. And I'm kind of questioning on what their improvements they're going to do, because I'm very curious. I want to see some improvement, because this has some little mess in here, and I wish they did a little bit better in this film. I wish they did a little. I just want to see a good Jurassic Park film, just like 1993, which I think it'll be hard to do it, but I can see it happen. Overall, like I said, the film has its issues. It has some problems. Like I said, I thought the chemistry was good with Chris Pratt and Bryce Dallas Howard. And I thought the child acting was good. The villains, I didn't know what was going on. Like Toby Jones in here, he's a good actor. Where was he at? He was in the wrong film. There's just so much goofiness coming out of this film. And I think this film could have done better than what it was doing. I'm going to give Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom a C+. If you have seen the film, let me know in the comment section down below your opinions and thoughts about the film. And let me know, what is your favorite moments of Jurassic Park films, the best moments, and your favorite film. Like I said, I like where the kids was in the Jurassic Park 1993. In the kitchen scene where the raptors were getting after them, they had to hide. That was suspense. And I like the tall grass scene in Jurassic Park 2, 1997, where the people was in the grass and the raptors would just eat them up. Those were one of my favorite moments, and I like those. Anyways, guys, if you like this video, click thumbs up, or if you're new to the channel, click subscribe. That's why I can see you next time on Sly the Movie Guy. Peace.